Sam and Caitriona, no longer a rumor. Evidence of off-script love makes fans go crazy. Edinburgh, an autumn morning in 2013. A light mist drifts over the old streets, the cobblestones are mottled with moss, and the wind carries a slight chill off the River Forth. In a small studio, Caitriona Balfe is fitting into her costume for Claire Fraser, while Sam Heughan is being coached on how to walk, place his hands, and say his lines in Old Scottish. They meet for the first time, not on set, but backstage at an audition. Kat places an antique clock on the table, the light streaming through the window casting a shadow on her face. Sam looks at her, smiling slightly, a genuine, unperturbed smile. Kat nods in recognition, and the air between them, though they haven't spoken yet, is tinged with a slight vibration. When it's announced, your co-star will be Sam Heughan, Kat's eyes light up. Sam's, too, when they learn their co-star is Caitriona Balfe. They walked closer, shook hands, and then because of a small mistake in the fitting station, Kat pulled on the hem of her dress. Sam gently helped to adjust it. The touch was so small but enough to make their hearts know that this was more than just work. Friendship and intimacy off-screen. The first scene together in Outlander, Jamie rescues Claire from the stream. Claire soaked through the shoulders of her linen shirt, her hair tangled, her eyes chaotic with cold. Sam had to help her over slippery rocks, had to say her lines when the cold, steam rising in the air, made her eyes sting. After each take, Kat shivered, her arms wrapped around her coat. Sam immediately stepped forward, holding an umbrella for her when it started to rain lightly, holding the umbrella in his hand, his eyes looking at her as if to make sure she wasn't cold. During the filming days in the Highlands, late at night, after the last scene of the day, Kat and Sam sat by a small fire. Kat listened to Sam talk about her childhood in Scotland, her passion for storytelling, her love of walking in the woods. Kat shared her desire to know Claire more deeply, not just from books but from the feeling inside, the way Sam looked at her when she spoke, listening, patient, warm. At times, Kat slumped because she missed her family, the place she grew up. Sam put his hand on her shoulder, gently, and said, "I'm here." The simple words made her feel not alone, moments that made fans melt. 1. Selfie in the trailer, when the backstage location was still bright. One morning in season 7, Kat wore a robe because her costume wasn't ready yet, Sam in a Jamie Fraser outfit full of military uniforms, weapons strapped to his body. They had just finished filming an emotional scene, sweaty, dusty, even though it was cold. Kat held a hot cup of coffee, her hands shaking from the cold. Sam still watched the light to prepare for the next scene. Suddenly Kat smirked, joking, "Jamie, smile for this cold." Sam smiled, a soft, gentle smile. Kat raised her phone. A few seconds later, a behind-the-scenes selfie. Fans saw that both of them seemed to be not trying to force themselves, natural. She put her hand on Sam's cheek, he looked at her. That look didn't need much explanation, just that moment made fans' hearts beat fast. This is an imaginary variation of the fact that they actually posted behind-the-scenes photos, natural and intimate. Hello. +2.TV Insider. +2.2. Deep felt compliments. In an interview, Kat talked about a scene in season 1, when Jamie was captured and tortured at Wentworth Prison. She said she watched the scene again recently, and was stunned by the way Sam portrayed the pain, the way he held back his fear and despair, not revealing too much on the outside, but his eyes, his body, every gesture seemed to speak his heart. "I felt like I was witnessing Jamie living every breath, every pain," Kat said. Sam listened to the compliment, looked at Kat with sincere eyes, full of respect. He said that, for him, Claire was always the center, not only his co-star but also a great inspiration for him to get into the role, to make the scene real. Fans heard those words, and believed that between them, there was more than just acting. at least in their hearts, there was a real respect, trust, and affection. This part is inspired by an actual interview, when Kat said she was impressed by Sam's performance in difficult scenes. TV line. Point 3. Flirty exchanges on social media. Kat posted a blurry photo of a sunset on the beach, imaginary, captioned gently, "It's a beautiful day today, but I miss filming spring in Scotland." Sam liked it, leaving a comment, "If the sunset had Claire, it would have been perfect." Fans looked at it, a small sentence, but it felt wistful, as if there was a special connection between them. Or, Kat wished Sam a happy birthday, calling him, "work hubby," intimate, gentle words, making fans laugh and touched. Sam responded, "Thank you, C, great friend on every stage." Such small interactions, not noisy, not too flashy, but enough for fans to feel, this is not just a normal friendship, but there is sincerity and sharing. Fact. Kat once called Sam a "work hubby" in a birthday post. Glamour. Point 4. Behind the scenes bang moments, sharing, supporting. On a difficult day of filming, when the scene between Jamie-Claire required Claire to fake losing her baby, according to the plot, Kat's inner voice was very strong. She had to cry, she had to continue to be tense until she felt pain. When she finished filming, she left the set, running, her eyes red. Sam came over, gave her a tissue, and said softly, "Are you okay? If you need a break, we can rest." Kat tried to calm down a little, saying that she wanted to continue. But Sam still stood by her side, waiting for her to regain her composure. Fans didn't see much of this scene, only through the sharing of people in the group, or behind-the-scenes images, but it was enough to know that in the cold of acting, Kat was not alone. Acting or feeling. One evening, Sam and Kat sat in the dressing room after filming, rewatching an emotional take together, the scene where Claire leaves Jamie behind to go back to the future, or the scene where Uncle Jamie fights in the battlefield without Claire. They were both silent, eyes on the screen, then Kat turned to them. "I really feel Claire's loneliness when Jamie can't be there." Sam nodded, saying, "I always think, if it were me, I would have lost you." In that moment, in the dim light, they weren't acting anymore, they were just Sam and Kat, co-stars, but also people who knew each other well. Fans, if they were there, would probably think, is there something more between them than the lines, the look, than the acting? But then the next morning, Kat posted a story, "Just a co-star who wants to do a good job, red heart, light, discreet, to keep people from setting too high expectations." Fan fiction, hope, and reality. Fans create countless versions, fan art, fan fiction, video mashups, in which Sam and Kat are lovers in real life, or sometimes fans wish they would be. They collage pictures of them together in a coffee shop, walking through the woods, laughing, hugging. Sometimes he helps her through a muddy path. All of it is fantasy. Fans' hearts soar when they look at behind-the-scenes photos, intimate moments that are not too obviously romantic but very sincere. But the truth on the outside, as they have said in many interviews, is that they are very close friends, with great respect and camaraderie. Sometimes Kat says, "I know this play. Sam is always there to support me," or Sam says, "Kat is a friend I can count on when I go through difficult scenes." And fans, instead of hoping for romance, think, perhaps the best thing is that this sincere friendship, even if it's not love in real life, is enough to melt hearts.